are the unity of our nation. We are the makers of our heritage. We X-ray topical national issues and the trending matters of our time. Examined, dissected, and analyzed. With our team of analysts, you can be sure of an incisive discourse. 9 a.m., Mondays to Fridays. X-ray on Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM, Abuja.
Morning. Thank you for joining us once again. It's 9:28 a.m. This is Human Rights Radio, 101.1 FM. My name is Ruth Usman. Welcome back from the weekend, or perhaps the holiday, but I don't think it's so much of a welcome back because the holiday continues up until today. Good morning, Oyekeke.
Good morning.
How has the holiday been for you?
Well, it was okay. I was here. Oh, well, is it worse? I spent the holiday most of it here, all right, but I wasn't here yesterday, but it was okay. It was fine. You know, there's something about holiday that is very refreshing. Even while you are in the office, knowing that it's a holiday, you know, that's so much pressure, you know, it's not there.
Okay,
even
the
though
pressure
you're still
is
doing
reduced. Is that
yes,
it?
even though you're still doing the same old, you know, things, but then, you know, you feel a little relaxed, so it's okay. It's okay. Apart from the fact that on Saturday, you know, we lost our game, our first game. You know, we look forward to that
Sadly
game so badly. You know,
I tell you what, I didn't watch it. And perhaps I'm kind of glad I did not watch it. Though I would have loved to. There was no power. So I think that we started talking about lack of power from that Friday. Yeah, talking to many of our listeners, and everyone is like, "Oh, there's no light here and there, and all of that." And so many people were concerned, what's going to happen now that the World Cup has started? And so many people would want to watch, even when Nigeria is not playing. At least you want to follow up and see how some other people will be trashed.
There was
And
no
unfortunately-
power that day. I actually didn't watch it too, but I was monitoring through the internet and all that. And it was so sad. And I was wondering, is it possible for Nigeria to be in ball by this time? And then there's no light, almost like everywhere.
Well,
I don't know
it
if other
also
states,
rained. It rained that day, so and you know what happens usually in Nigeria when it rains.
even when there's no rain, understand. But then, it's so, I'm sure a lot of people were like, I was one of those that was thinking the other time. I was discussing with some of my colleagues, and I was like, we can be the first African nation to take the World Cup. And then some people looked at me and said, what are you saying? But then,
and then we had such a first outing.
we had such a first outing. And,
Croatia,
I was...
They really
my
did
own
us.
small knowledge of football, I know for some time now the Super Eagles have not been what we thought they should be. Of course, in those days of the Mokichis and all that.
JJ Okocha, that was it. The moment they went out, that particular generation, I think that was just the end of it.
Yes, but this group of new players came, and then they're young, they're energetic and all that. And then based on the qualifying series, I was carried away. I said, well, it's looking like we have a new team of Eagles now. And then
some would say it was just luck that we qualified. And
when we're beating Argentina and some other African, strong soccer nations, I was like, okay, something looks like it's going to happen this time. But then towards the end, when we faced England and which other country again, and then
we drew with them,
yeah, and there was.
I just hope that at the end of the day, all we will be left with will not be our very fashionable jersey.
Yeah, because we're rated as the most elegant.
And as much as I like that, but I don't want that to be all about our outing.
It shouldn't be that. It's not about
but with this
the
kind
outing.
of outing, well, come to think of it, Germany and Mexico yesterday, it was interesting. I watched that one, though I didn't set out to watch it, but eventually I did. And I was somehow rooting for Mexico, and, well, I have a thing for the Latinos, so...
Yeah, okay.
And I was glad they won. I was really glad. I think it was a lot of hard work, and I think both parts, of course, played well, but they did good. No one expected that to happen. Many people did not really expect that.
Yes.
Germany could be, even though it was just one, but it's still a win.
And of course, it's still a win is a win. But by the end of the day, I said, okay, thank God, at least they didn't thrash us like 5-0 like they did to Saudi Arabia, the opening game, and I think that as we find out on Friday, I do hope that it's something different from what we had now. Because from the players, from the reports I got, the players didn't do very well at all. I think that win wasn't just by luck. We had an opponent that were far, 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 far better than us technically and in all ways. So I don't know what General will do now to ensure that Friday's match is different from what we had the last time. Well, if you are him, I mean, what will you be telling him?
What can I tell him? What really do I know about football? That should be like the first. When I watch football, all I want is if I'm rooting for this team, they should just win. I don't know how they're going to do it. How they would try not to have themselves disqualified in one way or the other, to have the yellow and red cards flying up and down.
Of course, he's the expert, so he should know what to do.
Yeah, I think at the end of that match, he would have noticed where we went wrong, what it was that we didn't do and all that, and just try to, try to think ahead of your opponents. I mean, they should know their antecedents and all of that. So
I do hope. Now I have gone. I've left behind that dream of us going very far. But what I'm dreaming of and praying now is that
the first.
Yeah,
match,
at
so
least
we
let's
may
be
not
able
have
to.
A point, but I think.
Yeah, at least let's be able to survive and move ahead. After the group stage. At least so that we won't just be coming back immediately just like that.
Yeah, with our fine jersey.
Yeah, the finance doesn't matter if we don't go far in this tournament.
Well, yeah. Well, football definitely is one of the things that happened over the weekend. And yes, if you're listening, this is X-Ray, and it's just state of the nation at this point for us. We're trying to talk about many of the things that happened over the weekend, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Unfortunately, we do have the ugly to talk about. We were hoping for a hitch-free Salah holiday, where we would not have bad news, especially as we talked about those who may want to, that is the unscrupulous people that may want to take advantage of the situation and, bring some bad news to us. Unfortunately, that did happen as we learned about the bomb blast in Borno. Yet again, many lives have been lost, and we would start to wonder at this point what went wrong. Didn't we have enough security here and there? How did it happen? There is a lot of, contradicting sides to this particular story. As always, you see conflicting figures here and there, but the sad news is that over 31 people at least lost their lives in that particular bomb blast Saturday.
And over 80 something others also were injured, according to that report. And that means that, even the 32 or 34 that died, I mean, the figures will even rise, because those who were injured, out of those 80 something, some of them may not even make it, depending on the severity of their injury. It's really a sad one. We were talking, was it on Friday, we were talking about our need to ensure that we put all the security measures in place to ensure that at least let's have this period free from people, being killed and all that. And if I remember, about 5,000 policemen were deployed to Borno State. 5,000 policemen were deployed to Borno State. And then we're wondering, but then we can't wander too far, because we've had incidences, cases, even where we have regular people being killed, where we have serious operations, special operations going on in particular places, and those operations never really stop the death of Nigerians. So I'm not too surprised, but I thought that, with these 5,000 policemen signed, and I'm sure with other sister security agencies, knowing that, okay, this is usually a time where some people want to take advantage of people, celebrating and then wanting to do one or two things. And they are the security experts. They know the flashpoint. So I thought that they should have also known where to deploy these men and women too, which I'm sure they did. But I don't know how we always continue to have these issues. I know that they cannot be everywhere all the time. Even their own lives are also at stake. And that's why intelligence policing is very, very key. Until we begin to depart from this physical one where we react, our security measures most times is reaction. When it happens, then we now, we now push our men and women to those areas, and then we'll cordon off the places, and then we'll start arresting a lot of times innocent persons that are moving around. How about us also always trying to be ahead of these people? We know this is the time, and we know that a lot of times they want to take advantage of these places, and a lot of times we know the flashpoints. How come we don't always do more of intelligence gathering to ensure that, yes, at this particular place and at this particular time, there are some persons who are planning an attack? And I know a few times they did stop some attacks, right? But then how come we are always caught in the middle of it?
Well, that's a question that I'm not sure I have an answer to, but then
No,
hopefully, hopefully we just look forward to times when we would really be that proactive in ensuring that it doesn't get to that point where we would only cordon areas and, move away people that have passed, and so many of those kinds of things. But then let's get talking and also get to hear from you. Let's know what is the state of the nation in your area. We're talking about things as simple as your street, how it all happened for you this holiday. I know it is still on, but trust me, in a few hours, at the end of today, it is all over, and by tomorrow, everybody will get back to work, and we will all be even at that point, yeah?
Yes, of course. Yeah. I mean, they will also be working like we're working,
they'll
so
be working
nobody
like
will
us. All right, but in the meantime, let's get to hear from you. If it's anything as little and as big as there is no power in your area, please let's talk about it, because it really has been very bad. Interestingly, for me, up until yesterday, sometime 8, 9, I can't even remember. That was when I saw it, and then it went off again once I fell asleep.
You saw, yes.
Oh yeah, I saw.
You saw, okay. Me, I did not. Throughout yesterday, I was home. There wasn't until I left the house around 6 a.m. today. There wasn't a blink since yesterday.
While you were asleep, perhaps
yes,
that blink happened.
No, it did not. I would have known. My AC would have come on my fan or something. It did not, really.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really sad. And I'm not sure whether we have any explanations as to why it has also, become. I think we're still on the over 5,000 megawatts.
Well, I hope we should. I don't know. I'm getting a little tired with the power situation in this country, and I'm not the only one. I think a lot of Nigerians are gearing up to provide electricity for themselves. It's so sad, but I wonder what will happen to our power companies by the time all Nigerians decide to, let's go and anyway, there's nothing we can do. Let's just get power by ourselves, because whether we like it or not, the importance of power, to everybody's life is very key. The economic life, the social, whatever thing you want to do, you need power. People will cook and put their food in the refrigerators, and then the food will get bad because there's no power. And then I have some neighbors now, the generator, oh, Ruth, the noise and the smoke. And I keep on, I say, God, what will I do? So even when there's no power, I cannot even open my windows to have fresh air, because the noise and the smoke comes in directly to my apartment. And so I have to lock up everywhere all the time.
You're not benefiting from it, and then instead you're locking yourself up.
And I can't even get the natural air that I want.
The inability of government to ensure that there is at least adequate power supply has now brought about something about class distinctions here now, so that if you don't have a generator set, it's something like, how can you not have generator? You don't have money. You're seen like someone who is poor but in the first place, you don't even need it.
You don't need
We don't need that noise in a place
that noise is too
home.
much. I was telling one of my neighbors, I said, please, can you just, if you can try and get the solar thing, I think it's better, than the generator. The noise is horrible. And then the smoke from it is horrible. I think Nigeria should look...
The solar system, still, I think even at this level, for some people, it's still a bit more expensive.
Yes, of course.
Because I'm sure nobody would really enjoy that noise. But then when you don't have any other option, you have to just use the generator instead.
Yes, and by the end of the day, you see that the whole environment is polluted. You're moving, you're breathing in and out. Yeah. You don't even know that, you're taking in bad air. Gas that is not good for your health. Yeah. And gradually, it has health implication. So that's the problem. Ripple effects.
Well then, let's hear you. 08033221149. That is the number to call. You can tell us the state of the nation in your area. It's X-Ray on Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, 9:43 a.m. My name is Ruth Usman, and I have been speaking with my colleague Oikeke. Let's listen to you. Please remember to turn off your radio when you do call in.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Okay, I'm going to have to end this call. I think the connection was just poor. I couldn't get anything you were saying. So please try and call back. 08033221149. That is the number to call. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Sorry about that. The call just dropped. I think it must be some network issues here. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
Good morning, Queen of the Mic.
Good morning to you, Kingsley.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing today?
Very well, thank you. How's the holiday been for you?
Well, it's going okay, we thank God. And good morning to Kiki as well, okay?
Good morning, Kingsley, yeah.
All right, let me start by saying I'm really upset that the soup I made on Friday got spoiled on Saturday night, and that was because of lack of power supply, actually. So
you can imagine.
I want to express my anger there because I removed 2,000 naira to cook that soup and it got spoiled. And that was so bad for me.
Sorry.
All right. The power of the situation of power in the country. It's something that if we want to get right, we'll get it right. I still believe. I still remember the words of Mr. Paul Alade when he came to the show. He said, all we need to do is to get the right people into the sector and then make the right plans, okay, that are going to help us eradicate the issue of the epileptic power supply in this country. Okay, because I believe that those who are selling generators will definitely not want the power to be stable because it's going to affect their business. Definitely, and that is not really good for them, okay? So I think this is something you can actually plan and give them a number of years to be able to sell off everything they're having. And then at least in that case, you're no longer trying to kill someone else's business to make your power supply in the country better. Okay, so I think we need to it's something we need to plan. Okay, now I'm moving over now to the case of the bomb blast in Borno State. Look, Ruth, if we don't take the issue of intelligence serious, we'll keep getting it wrong in this country. I've listened to Professor Mr. Mahmoud come to the street and say intelligence is key. And why is it that is every time when it happens, that is when we begin to do this fire brigade approach? It doesn't make sense at all. It doesn't make sense. You look at the number of policemen that were allocated to Borno State, and you still see this kind of things happening. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. We need to take the issue of intelligence very serious in this country, because if we fail to do that, if we fail to take that approach, we'll keep losing people on a daily basis, and that is not good for us at all. I think that the people in the security sector should really, really wake up and at least do something. Seriously, there is need for this intelligence. There are so many ways to carry out these intelligence missions. It's just about getting the right people to put the right plans, and we get the right result at the end of the day. So I think if those few things are done, we just need to do something about it, okay? Thank you, Ruth, and do have a lovely day ahead of you, okay?
Thank you very much, and you too. 08033221149. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, my name is Samira Emirima from Zango.
Good morning, Samira. How are you?
How you doing? Barka da Sallah.
Thank you.
Barka da Sallah to you too.
Yes, although Kingsley have already said it, the only thing, the power, the security is so poor in Nigeria. Look at our phones. Go around the town, just use your phone and make selfie on all those poles. There. Where is Nigeria going? We have been crying for this since we are babies. And now we are going on still in the same thing. So the only thing we need to do is more prayer. We have to be prayerful, Nigeria. We have to come together and help ourselves. We don't depend on any government. So I want to ask you, what will we as Nigerians, the lowest Nigerian people, can do to help this problem? That is it. So goodbye. Thank you. That is what I have to say.
Thank you, Samira. Do have a nice day. What can we do? Interesting question there. Hello? Sorry, that call dropped. You can call right back. 08033221149. Hello? Okay. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Welcome. What's your name?
This is Emeka calling.
All right, Emeka, welcome to Human Rights Radio.
It's my pleasure this morning. I want to say that Nigeria, as a nation, we are not moving forward. We are still talking about electricity at this 21st century when other people are moving into other issues in terms of development. We are still going back to how to come.
Hello, Emeka.
Leaders.
Okay.
What is the plan of our leaders for this nation? There are issues that has lingered for over 20 years, for over 25 years, no solution to it. One of them is this power supply. And we are talking about fighting, the government is concentrating on fighting corruption. If they are really fighting corruption, shouldn't they arrest all the people in the authority of this institution? Nobody has been arrested, nobody has been questioned on what is happening in the power sector. At the end of every month, they will bring a bill that is estimated at, you begin to wonder, how did it come about this estimation? Because my sister is very worrisome. Nigeria as a nation, I don't see us moving forward. God bless you this morning.
Thank you very much. Do have a nice day. Hello? Hello? Okay. Let's see who gets here next. Please turn off your radio. Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to X-Ray.
I'm happy to hear you this morning.
Okay, I will be happier if you... Okay, the call just dropped actually, but I wanted to insist that you turn off your radio. Please always do that when you're calling in so we can hear each other clearly. Hello?
Good morning, my sister.
Good morning to you. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Henry. I'm calling from Malabo.
Mr. Henry, you're welcome.
Yeah. Please, don't be offended. How can I get you people station? I want to lay a complaint. See, since the March, I've been trying. Even I have come to you people office, they won't allow me to enter. So what is the procedure?
What? Okay, I'm not even sure what to ask you right now. You said they wouldn't let you enter. Well, it's not so much about entering, but you should at least have a legitimate reason for coming. You said you have a complaint. So
yes.
I think you should come and see at the reception. There is someone who would take your complaint. There is a person who takes such complaints. I don't know how you approached, how you came, so I can't really say. But people have come and have dropped their complaints, so you should come. If you have a need of doing any affidavit, perhaps you may want to do that alongside whatever your complaint might be. Okay?
Okay. Because when I read to the gate, they asked me whether Ahmed know that I'm coming. I said no. I just want to lay a complaint.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
So I said I want to lay a complaint, and it's a serious something. So one young boy there, black, on the gate, he said I should not enter because Ahmed did not know that I'm coming. I said, must he know? This is a human rights place that someone can come and lay a complaint. Please let me enter. The boy refused.
Okay, okay. I'm just thinking that maybe you sounded more like you needed to see him for them to say that.
And there's also a procedure. You know, you have to follow some procedure. So he probably needs to come and then get the right process through which he can.
Yeah, when you get the person at the reception, they will tell you exactly what you need to either come with or anything like that. And better still, you may want to listen in on the program and see if you can get through to him and on air and talk. But then you can actually come to our office, okay?
Okay, if I come and I'll just get man. I want to go to reception.
Yes, you have a complaint, and you want to see the receptionist.
Okay, thank you. God bless you, my sister.
You too, thank you. Okay, you can still call in. Let's hear your situation. Hello?
Hello.
Please stay away from your radio.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name?
I'm James someone.
James.
Yeah.
James, you need to turn off your radio. Hello?
Hello?
Okay, I'm not sure James is doing the right thing, so I had to end that call. Please do the right thing and turn off your radio so we can have some clarity when you do call in. I think we have room for one final call or two. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome. What's your name?
My name is Mr. Valentine.
Mr. Valentine, please go ahead.
I want to talk on issue of security.
Okay.
I want to, if the people in authority are listening to this group, I
will advise that battalions of army and the police will never solve the issue of insecurity we are having in this country. Now, government should look at it familiarly in a way Nigerians are being treated. Today, if anything happens to this place, they will send army. Something will happen to this place, they will send army. I was listening to our dear president on Democratic Day. I have not heard when he said, at least console those. There is some people today, they don't have a family again. Nobody is doing anything to consign them. There is some people today, their situation of their life consign what is going on in this country. Nobody is paying them attention. What government is doing is that if they heard that there is anything attack here, they will send battalions of police. And when police will come there, police will not meet those who are behind all those things. And their presence will be intimidating innocent people.
Okay, Mr. Valentine, yes, what is it that would help the situation if the army and police cannot help?
What will help the situation is that government come down to the grassroots and begin to give people to live. What I mean by hope to live, I have followed up the money that Nigeria has spent in security challenges. That money can give Nigerians free education for good 100 years. And the government will declare Operation Go to School. That part will be going around making sure that those in law is enforced. We should not spend the money in buying arms and buying weapons. They should spend money in education and encourage people to go. Make it is a fourth issue. And also when they are doing that, in the next 10 years, okay, count from now to 10 years, in the next 10 years, Nigeria will achieve a lot. But Nigeria has fight security challenges. Let me say since 2011. Today is increasing. If it's not planning, it is another group. And these people now, government is putting into frustration. They will also be forming groups to giving government trouble. If you come to this Abuja now, somebody will go and borrow money to go and buy corn to sell by the roadside. Suffering with under sun, passport will come and carry it. And also collect money from the same person. The person will go empty. At times you see that person now standing by Lord looking on who to borrow money to go home because passport has carried. Those people now are forming an association that will also come against the government of this country. Let government look at it and treat Nigerians like they are citizens. They should not spend money in buying guns to kill their own citizens. Okay. That is what I want to say concern that.
All right.
If they will listen, please let them do something very fast before many groups will form.
Thank you. Sorry, we don't have so much time anymore, but thank you for your contribution.
Each of NEPA is user to NEPA, they should take their lives. We are enjoying it. It is killing me here, even as I'm speaking with you now.
All right, good to know that, sometimes even when you're upset, you can still just laugh over certain things. He said heat is killing him, but there's no heat this morning now. It's too early for heat. Okay. But what do you think of what he's saying? I mean, looking at the general issues that we have, looking at the economy, education, he did say to invest more in education. Perhaps we wouldn't have many groups springing up against
education is very
government.
key. One of the policies of the past administration that I love so much was that Almajiri school system that President Goodluck, former President Goodluck Jonathan, established. We built Almajiri schools where, in combination, they will attend, these children on the street will have the opportunity of having formal education and also Islamic education. And I think it was a very laudable policy and program. But I don't know if we are still implementing that policy. I don't know if that policy died with the past administration, but then I think something like that is going to help a lot. Because where you have a lot of children on the street growing up without education, without any formal thing doing, and they're just growing up. They become vulnerable.
Yeah, not to forget, we still have the largest number of out-of-school children.
Yes, in Nigeria, in the world. Yes, of course, in the world.
So
and
it
in,
really is,
in the northern part of the country is also worse, I think. So I think we should take that education very seriously. What he said is very key. If you have majority of our young people, if you get them educated and get them engaged positively, of course, this group's rising up. You know, it won't be so much like we have it now. And so we should begin to look at the long-term effect and solutions, you know, apart from deploying men and officers, you know, to go, to these places to arrest and probably to do one or two things. I think we should begin to look at the long-term plan, which is education.
Yep. Well, that's about the much we can take on X-Ray today. Enjoy your holiday. We'll be back, and we know that you will be back as well by tomorrow completely, when you're back at work. But many thanks to my colleague, Oekeke, for being here.
Thank you.
And thanks to those who called in. I'll be back in the 10 o'clock hour on Pro Bono Chambers. Don't go anywhere. My name is Ruth Usman.
Welcome, my dear friends.
Human Rights Radio. Your 100% effort is not good enough.
You know.
Give me 101.1 effort.